Okay, Assalamualaikum and good day. So we will continue our my explanation about the exercises that I have given you. Good. Okay. So you should have written down this graph because it is the instruction for the question. Okay. So from the graph we can see that at the first moment the temperature of the water is about 27 degrees Celsius, and then during the increasing of time the temperature also increase, and eventually after 20th minute and so on the temperature will remain the same. Okay, now the question is, write the trend of the water temperature. Okay, the trend. Simple. The trend. Okay, the trend is increasing. Don't forget to write down this one. And what happened to here? Increasing. And then constant. Okay, increases and then constant. Okay, increases and then constant. Okay, next. Write the inference based on the temperature of water after 20th minute. Okay, after 20th minute. Why? Give the reason why is the temperature still the same. Why? Okay. For your information, during this time, the water will not gain any temperature because the heat that I have given to the water will change the water into water vapor. Okay, haba tu tadi akan menukarkan air tu semua jadi wap air. That's why when you heat water, eventually it will dry up. Okay. Bila lama-lama kita panaskan air, dia akan kering. Why? Because the energy, the heat energy transferred the water and turn it into water vapor, jadi wap air. Okay. So, what is the inference? The inference is the water has reached boiling point. Boiling point. So at boiling point, water will turn into water vapor. Okay. Interpret the graph. So from the graph, we know that the temperature will increase and then it will constant. So from there, the answer is the water temperature rises to boiling point at the 20th minute and then stay constant. Okay, that is the answer. Alright, so now defining operationally. Okay, defining is explaining what happened operationally from beginning to the end. That is what we call operationally, from the beginning to the end. So from this picture we can see that it can attract the paper clip. This magnet will attract the paper clip. So the strength of the magnet pull is how many paper clip it can attract, how many paper clip it can pull. Okay, so the answer is number of paper clip that can be attracted to the magnet. Okay, how many? The number of paper clip can be attracted. From this picture, the first day 15 cm, after a week 20 cm. So the defining operationally for this picture is the growth of young plant is the height of young plant. Okay, this one, what happened is this one, the cloth is put at the sand at other places. That sand has water, so the cloth put at that sand and then take out and then squeeze it, squeeze the water out from the cloth. Same this one, same this one. Okay, the cloth is put at the clay at other places and then let it absorb the water inside the clay and then take out and then squeeze it. Okay, that is this picture try to explain. So when this cloth is squeezed, this is the water that comes out. When this cloth is squeezed, this is the water that comes out, and then this is the water. So from this picture, we can say that the cloth absorb more water in the sand, medium volume of water in garden soil, and the less volume of water it can absorb at clay. From this picture, so the rate of absorption of cloth is how many volume of water it can absorb. So the answer is volume of water absorbed. Okay, a bit hard, it's okay. Eventually, when you reach standard 6, you will understand this more, because this one you need to do activities, experiment, then you can connect it with the activity. Okay. But for me, this one is the most important, controlling variables. Because when we know the variables, we can answer a lot of questions. Okay. So at this experiment, we want to know the time for water to boil. This water is this container has 50 ml and this container has 100 ml. So when we put on top of Bunsen burner, and then we start the time and then put the thermometer and see which container will boil first. Boil meaning the temperature rise to 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, so manipulated variable. From the note I have given you before, manipulated means the things that we change, we do to the activity. So this one, not the same, the change that we do is the volume of water. This one we put 50, this one we put 100 ml. So the answer is volume of water. Or responding is the what we call the outcome of the activity. What is the outcome? The outcome is there will be one container that will boil first. Okay, one container will be boiled first. So the responding variable is but which one will boil first? 10 minutes, 5 minutes, which one? So the answer is time to okay, sorry, my tripod has fallen. Okay, we continue. Time to boil. The constant is the thing that the same from the beginning to the end. So I can see, we can observe here the size of container. Okay. Oh, sorry. Right now, for this experiment, number of swing in a minute. So, is this pendulum with the string 10 cm, and this pendulum, the string is 15. String to tali. So, and then let it swing for 1 minute, and this one will get 40 swings, and this one will get 30 swings. Okay, so what is the manipulated? The thing that we change the length of the string, right? Panjang tali ni. Okay, so the answer length of string, the responding, the outcome ni, this one it has 40 swings, this one has 30 swings. So number of swing. In a minute. Okay. What is this constant variable? Benda yang kena sama saja every time. So every time the same is this one. This thing. The pendulum. Because if we change the pendulum, the outcome won't be the same. Dia takkan sama. So the pendulum must be the same in size. Okay. Alright. So now making hypothesis. Hypothesis is relationship. Okay. Before this, I give you the note. Maybe we can use when underline MV. Ataupun the underline MV, the underline RV. Ada dua jenis. Two type. So this one dan this one, we using this one. Okay. So to do hypothesis, we have to know the MV and the RV. Okay, what is the MV? The thing that we change. 3 springs of different diameters are hung with the same height. and then we can see that the length of the spring that expanding are the same. Not the same. Okay, this one is longer, this one is shorter. So the manipulated, the MV is the diameter of spring. The responding, the RV, what happened is the length of the spring expanding. You can observe it is not the same. So so the hypothesis will become, okay, the diameter is not the same, so the larger the PDM, and that is the diameter of spring, the longer the RV, so the PDM, the larger the MV, the longer the RV. The RV is spring length. Okay. Right. Okay. And last two question. Okay. 3 sponges of different sizes are soaked in a beaker containing 200 ml of water. Okay, at the beginning, every container has 200 ml of water. After the different sizes of the sponge is put inside and soaked, and it will absorb the water, and this is the water, the volume of water left. Yang tinggal ni je. So, what is the MV? The manipulated variable is 3 sponge of different sizes. So size of sponge ataupun sponge size. Okay, the responding variable ni volume of water left. So the larger the MV, the lesser the RV. So the MV is sponge size, the lesser the RV, volume of water left. Okay, this question is simple because this one is given. Actually, in the actual question, this is the part that you need to figure out. The part that you need to know first. After you have find the MV and RV, you need to see at the picture or at the graph what is this here. Okay, actually that part is this one. You need to know what happened. The longer, the higher, the increase, the decrease. You need to interpret the data. So this one, after we interpret, we will get this one. But for the exercise, it has given you to simple out things. Okay, so you won't be confused. Just it want you to know how to find the MV and RV, and then the question want you to connect it. Okay, so this one, the number of trees in the forest and year. If you found a graph, this is the VM lagi pula. This is the MV and this is the RV. Ingat tu. Okay, this part is RV, this part is MV. simple. Saya suka soalan graph, simple. And table question, simple. Senang je nak cari ni. So the MV is year, the RV is number of trees in forest X. So this one, the underline the MV, the underline the RV. So the MV is year, the increase the year, the lesser the number of trees in forest X. Okay, I hope you will understand a bit. I know it is a quite difficult question, but in time we will do a lot of activities and experiment, and we will do the controlling variables, the hypothesis, make inference, and you will get more understanding about this. Okay, that's all. Thank you.